Yo, yo, it's the power hour where the bruisers eat. No finesse, no flukes, just backs that punish. Fantasy gold in the mud, let's eat. Yo, welcome to the power hour.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Power Hour with always Muscles Ryan Mail. What's going on tonight, Mus?
Oh, not a whole lot. What are you up to?
Well, just kind of enjoying some family time. It's pretty wet here in Western PA. I don't think Jeff's in the chat yet, but he knows all about getting people wet, and that's not in a perverted way. So
Yeah.
got soaked at work, but yeah, it's just been kind of crappy weather here in Western PA. It's that time of the year. Like, it's not cold enough for snow, but it's raining quite a bit. So it's kind of how it is. We had a beautiful Saturday. We ended up, I took our boy and my wife. We went to Renshaw Farms, kind of outside of Pittsburgh. So had a good time doing that.
Yeah, that's good.
We didn't even communicate, and you were like, what, 10 minutes away?
I was 10 minutes away at a cousin's, I think it was 10U or 12U or something like that, football game. And let me tell you, for being as young as what they are, there were some hits, and there was some, truck sticks going on and stiff arms, yeah, it was actually pretty entertaining. I mean, there was some throwing, but I mean, a lot of runs, but
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was fun.
I'd love to see like younger kids like that compete and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, for being like that young, like there's kids like lowering their head and like hit sticking somebody. Like it was.
I could tell you were surprised just the way you were talking about it. You're like, hey man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I didn't expect much. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, I'll go there and it'll be a good time. But yeah, there's a quarterback that on the other team. He actually could run and throw. Like, I mean, he would roll out to his right and and he'd throw it, and then the wide receiver could high point it. Like, he high pointed that ball pretty good. Like, I'm like, wow, like for being that young, I mean, he's not too bad.
Maybe we'll be talking about him on the show one day.
Maybe.
So I had a chiropractor appointment today too, and he's from around the Fox Chapel area. But anyways, I guess they have a kicker there that he's already, I believe, committed to Georgia. Like, he told me, he's unbelievable. He's like, he's kicking like almost 50-yard field goals. They look like extra points.
Yeah, that's where my aunt teaches. So I'll have to ask her
is it really?
Yeah, she teaches at Fox Chapel.
He couldn't remember the name. I'll have to look him up though. But I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, a kicker and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's cool. He's going to Georgia.
Yeah, at least that's what he heard. So
yeah,
he's like, I didn't even know anything about this guy. Then I kind of heard some rumblings, and I was like, oh wow. And then he's like, I started watching. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because she started out at Plum, where Pat McAfee went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like she was like, yeah, you always hear like apparently like he donated a bunch of money to the schools every year to buy like new jerseys for all the sports, and like apparently like the football field's all paid for by him, and like apparently he gives a lot back to that high school.
I did not know Pat McAfee went to Plum. I didn't even know he's from Pittsburgh, to be honest. Yeah, I did. I knew he's from
Pittsburgh.
Yep. That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, we got some injury news. We'll definitely go over that. We're gonna talk some games with you guys. We got a couple buys and sells towards the end of the show, and then I'll give a best bet for the Thursday night game. Kind of talk a little bit about that. But we got National Tight End Week this week, Muscles. I'm sure DraftKings are licking their chops for this because I can tell you, but they're gonna have inflated prices because people were hitting on touchdown parlays and stuff. I think we seen a real big one online. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, yep. I mean, I remember that. I can't remember what the exact odds were, but yeah,
I want to say they won like over $20,000 or something. Like, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
and definitely
Yeah,
probably
it's
won't
not,
happen
it's
again.
not gonna happen. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not gonna happen all the time. That's what a lot of people are probably gonna, try to chase that again. But
Right. If you wanted to take tight ends, the time to do it was real early in the week. So
right,
they're just gonna get inflated. And then I'm too big of a pussy to take the unders on them either because
exactly. Me
make
too.
me eat my words. But yeah, so we got National Tight End Week. And then some of the injuries we have. Well, first off, too, we had the tragic passing of Doug Martin. So just prayers up to his family. I mean, 1,400-yard rushing season for this guy, the Boise State player. And before we got into dynasty muscles, we were big time into redraft leagues, and Doug Martin was definitely a name out there. So
Yeah, I remember I had him against J Mac on that Thursday night where he had
they're like the 50
60s.
some points,
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like high 50s or something like that
which was
points.
like unheard of at that time. I don't want to say unheard
Yeah,
of. You had like your Marshall Falks and stuff, but yeah,
yeah. I mean, it definitely
crazy
was
matchup.
rare. Oh yeah,
I think that still probably gives J Mac nightmares.
yes. So that was my Doug Martin claim to fame was I had him and I had him against J Mac in that Thursday night game and then I remember you had to take him that one year because he
He
was
was
projected to
ranked
go
up there, and
one.
I didn't want to take him. I was like, I didn't want to take him. And he ended up getting
Yeah.
hurt, but
Yeah, he
uh,
definitely. Yeah, he was definitely a beast there for a little bit. It was definitely
yeah,
sad. I saw that. And I'm like, man, that stinks. You don't like to hear stuff like that.
no, and it's always scary too because like he's only what like 36, I think it was. So like
Yeah,
I mean, he's
yeah,
right around our age, a player that we, again we really kind of looked up to and definitely used him for fantasy. But prayers to his family and just it's a bad situation, man. But also, if you guys enjoy this content, please go over to YouTube, subscribe, 5-star the podcast, Apple Pod, Spotify, anything like that. It really, we appreciate it so much and totally free to do it. And if you subscribe, you hit the thumbs up, then whenever we put out a new show or whenever we're live. So, and then we'll definitely put our X accounts in the description and everything like that. So, going into some of these injuries, muscles. We do have Mike Evans, who finally get him back. I know we were a little bit skeptic to begin with. I just felt like he's kind of on the wrong side of 30, and just unfortunately, all these good things come to an end. And I know he was a big time sell for us, and we can't predict injuries like this. He looks like he has a broken collarbone now, and looks like he could miss the rest of the year. So unfortunate news for him. In my opinion, if Chris Godwin plays, but in we'll talk about that. But Sterling Shepard, he's going to get a little bit of a bump here, and obviously Emeka Egbuka, and Emeka Egbuka wasn't healthy. I mean, we kind of knew that. It was kind of surprised that he played.
yeah. It's I was kind of like bummed out a little bit on that Monday night game. Like I expected the Buccaneers to keep it close there, but like you said, I mean we knew Buka wasn't healthy, and then Mike Evans going out early like that.
Yeah.
That passing attack, Baker's doing all Baker can do, but
Yeah,
I mean,
you can only do so much.
I loved Tez Johnson's story. I mean,
Yeah,
Sterling Shepard's an all right guy, but like they are who they are.
yeah. In a short time too. I mean, Bucky Irving, Chris Godwin, and Bucky Irving have already been ruled out. So what I found interesting when we talked pre-show is Chris Godwin. It's been saying lower leg injury. Now it's saying, am I saying it right? Fibula.
Yep.
So we did see on a report that, well, I seen it, and I'm not saying it's reliable. Fracture. Now we're seeing week to week. We're seeing day to day. Like, it is very mysterious. And I don't know if it's the last show or 2 shows ago, I was like, does Chris Godwin just retire? Like,
Yeah.
I just, and then here's the next thing too. They draft Emeka Egbuka, and we're all like, why would they draft Emeka Egbuka? They have Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Well, did Tampa Bay know something that we didn't know? Like, is it even a fibula? Is it still the ankle? Like, is that not right? Because it was just so weird to see him come out and then now he's gone again. And they're saying it's this injury. Like, it's just very, very mysterious.
Yeah, it really is, because like it's just I haven't heard what the exact injury is. Like you said, I mean, you heard the rumble that it was broken, but like I googled it, I couldn't find anything, and it's just kind of all been hush hush. So it kind of makes me think it's either bad or they're kind of just like saving them. I don't know what they're saving them for. I mean, maybe it's just one of those where they think they're going to make the playoffs, and maybe he, comes back the week before or something like that to try to get revved up. But I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Like I'm like you, I'm kind of like the worry meter's getting up there. Like, does he ever come back? Like this is the time to come back. Like if you were healthy, like Emeka Buka's banged up, Mike Evans is out, Bucky's out. Like they need you, and they're not coming out and saying this is why he's out. It's just, yeah.
And that's what makes me really think that, like, yeah, I'm with you. It's bad. Like, it's real bad. And they can't get away from the media because it's not like the Nick Chubb incident where they can kind of keep it hush hush. Like, we still just don't hear nothing about Nick Chubb. Like, where's Nick Chubb? We don't, or not Nick Chubb. I'm sorry.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. Yeah.
Yep.
We don't know. Like, Joe Mixon's just gone. So, and it's kind of weird. We even set our lineups now where we're like, do we want to start Nick Chubb, Woody Marks? Like, we didn't even think about Joe Mixon coming back.
No, Joe Mixon might be in the same boat because, like, it's kind of mysterious too.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, wasn't it a non-football related injury at one point?
Yeah, I believe a non-football. I stayed away from Nick keep saying Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Joe Mixon. Yeah,
Joe Mixon. It's weird to see two AFC North guys now on the same team with the Texans, but yeah, I didn't draft any. I didn't draft any Nick Chubb either, but
yeah, I didn't draft. I don't have any Joe Mixon, and I'm completely happy with that.
Yeah,
I was with you. I was like, I don't want. I just honestly just thought with the Texans line, that's what scared me the most. And then it wasn't even Joe Mixon's injury. It was just, I just thought this Texans team was going to be bad, and they kind of are bad, but
yeah, they definitely kind of are. Looks like Jaden Daniels, he is doubtful as well. So just tough break with him. He was looking pretty good against the Cowboys. No Debo, no Terry McLaurin. So now we are back to Marcus Mariota. That was a big worry about Daniels. He's smaller. He takes the hits. We talked about this when he came out. We like Jaden Daniels, and he got steamed way up there. And I still think he is worthy of that. I still think Jaden Daniels is an absolute beast. He just worries a smaller quarterback and taking hits, and just hopefully he can learn and just not do that as much. And I'm not even saying it's his fault, but we see it with Lamar Jackson too, right? Like, Lamar's a playmaker. He's out there trying to make plays, and unfortunately sometimes it gets the best of you.
Yeah, and this is kind of, we don't want a victory lap injuries. We don't. This is not what I'm trying to say here, but like, this is why I've always been on like the anti-Lamar or sell Lamar, because like you can't outrun Father Time and look at him this year. Like, I'm not saying it's age that's holding him back, but it's just, as you get older, shit starts breaking easier, I think. So.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely does, and especially when you rely on athleticism. I still think Lamar has a couple good years left.
Oh, I do too.
It's going to be sooner rather than later. I just feel like so.
Oh yeah, yep.
Darren Waller to IR with a pec injury. This is unfortunate, man, because I'll tell Darren Waller, he looked pretty damn good. He surprised. He surprised me. He's making rap music and everything else, and then he comes into the NFL and looks pretty damn good with the Dolphins. So really unfortunate.
Do you see that video with him and Gruden where Gruden's like, drop me some lines, and
No.
I'm gonna have to send you the TikTok. Darren Waller's like rapping about like defensive scheming against them and stuff like that. And Gruden's like, all right, you know, Gruden. I'll try to find it after the show. I'm gonna have to send it to you. It's kind of funny.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'd never seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I love John Gruden.
Oh, I do too. I like when he gets the boxes and opens them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The different stuff. That's what I just wish there was other schools that did that are even local that maybe kind of get on the map from that. But we'll see. I highly doubt it.
highly doubt it.
Kendre Miller ACL tear. Now I went back because Kendre Miller's a running back that we really liked. I mean, we really touted him coming out, but this has kind of been the problem with Kendre Miller. So MCL sprain in college. I went back and looked at some of these injuries in the semifinal game. Missed a lot of time there throughout into the draft period. 2023 rookie year. Missed the first 6 games with a hamstring strain and an ankle sprain. 2024 hamstring strain. Missed the first 6 games. And then obviously now we have this. It's just, and it sucks because I really think he had a chance to do something here. According to PFF, he led all running backs in elusive rating. So I really think this is his chance, man. And, it's just kind of unfortunate for him. And Devin Neal steps in here. I believe, was he a 4th or a 6th round pick? He went later than I thought.
He was late. I think he was a day 3 guy.
Yeah, I think he was a day 3 guy out of Kansas. Player that I know I really liked in the process. He can be a 3-down back. Devin Neal, he's an all-time leading rusher at Kansas. Broke the rushing touchdown record at Kansas. He's had 18 100-yard games at Kansas. A big thing coaches love, and I think that he did really well, obviously, is he missed no games in college and had no recorded fumbles. So he's a player that I literally before the show I went out and just made offers. A sneaky move that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take advantage of this bipocalypse, right? Like I'm trying to go out there and I'm trying to get rid of like Kamani Vidal, right? Like we know Marion Hampton's coming back. So I'm trying to use guys like a Juwan Jennings, like take advantage of guys that have lines that are on buys, anything like that. Yeah. And it might seem like an overpay. I even offered Juwan Jennings. I've offered Dylan Gabriel for him. Like it might seem like an overpay. Could be an underpay tomorrow though, man.
Yeah, I mean this is definitely your chance, like as a rebuilder, to try to get away from these veteran players that like people might not want on a normal week. Like you said, like Juwan Jennings, like as a contender, you might be looking at Juwan Jennings and being like, I don't really, when am I ever going to start Juwan Jennings? But like in the bipocalypse.
Yeah, you really might have to. I am in a couple leagues. I'm starting Kamani Vidal in a couple leagues. But I'm willing to gamble that and just try to be able to get Devin Neal on my team. Like I really think it's worth it. I really do. And then Alvin Kamara, like I know he's there, but he's looked really bad. He's another player that he's just always banged up. He's never played a full season in his career.
No.
I love Kamara. He's 30. He's going to be relevant in the pass game. We'll just say that. He's not the best guy between the tackles. We know that. I don't think he's going to be traded. We seen him say if he is traded that he's going to go drink pina coladas somewhere. So I really don't know a team that would want to trade for him.
Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't want to go somewhere and like I don't want to be mean, but win,
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be mean if you're a Saints fan, but like, I'm a Pirates fan, but like I wouldn't blame anybody for wanting to be off the Pirates, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Kamara's like down to his last, hoorah.
Right. I was trying to read this comment here. Someone
tried to trade me Bucky Irving, and I'm guessing that's Jacoby.
Myers?
For Cam Scatterboom, 6-1. They chain.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I think
If
I
it's
don't
the
mind
Bucky
that.
side, yeah, because Jacoby Myers is going to get traded. So I feel like, if it's,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your running back room looks good.
Yeah,
You
he
got
has Devon
H-on.
Achan, JT, and
Yeah.
that
So
Chuba. Yeah.
yeah, so going forward, you could start Jonathan Taylor and Bucky Irving. Like,
So and here's a problem. I love Cam Scatterboot. Loved his film. We were higher than consensus. Like we had
yeah,
him. We had him up there. Cam Scatterboot is really damn good. What scares me is he does run to contact. So he's a tough son of a bitch. Like he is. He really
yep,
is. But the problem is you can only run to contact so many times and you're gonna get banged up. And I know Bucky Irving's hurt right now, but and I know he's smaller, very electric pass catcher as well. I mean, in a short amount of time, we've seen what Bucky Irving can do. And, you know,
absolutely.
if you can buy low on Bucky, because here's the thing, if Bucky was still playing, I don't know if you would get that 1-for-1.
No, no.
I really don't think so. And he has Tristan Wirfs back when he comes back. We like Rashad White, but it's Bucky Irving's backfield, man. So
Yes,
I like the
100%.
Bucky Irving side there.
I do too. I do too.
Let's talk a little about Kamara just a little bit more here because I went through and kind of did a little bit of research to kind of back up, what my eyes see as well. He hasn't had a 100 total yard game since week 2, and he hasn't scored since week 1. Now they probably will restructure his deal, or he's just gonna drink pina coladas because the New Orleans Saints owe him $18 million to keep him next year. And guess what? Dead cap is $18 million to cut him. So absolutely unreal. We knew this was a bad deal. This is really, really bad for New Orleans, but they're kind of stuck with him.
Yeah, I mean, is this? I don't know. This might be the end.
He would be, but here's the thing. I don't know if it's necessarily the end because he's such a good pass catcher that he's probably going to have relevance there. But I think his 6 touchdown Kamara games are just gone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I,
But
I,
if he goes into the offseason, are the Saints going to pay him the 18 million? Like that's.
I think there's going to have to be a restructure, and
Yeah, that's true.
I
They could.
I don't, because here's the thing: you have to pay him 18 million if you keep him or cut him.
Yeah, yeah.
And he doesn't want traded. I don't really know the avenue, and I don't know the ins and outs of how the dead cap and everything works as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you though. The 6 touchdown games, that's kind of come to an end. I mean, maybe he could be a decent, like you said, he catches enough balls. Like if he can get the right quarterback back there.
Yeah.
And we saw that with different quarterbacks. Like some just didn't check down enough to, make him a relevant, running back 1. Like I can't remember who it was, if it was like Derek Carr or who it was, but there was one quarterback that the Saints had at one point. And it was like Kamara was almost irrelevant because he just never checked down. So
yeah,
if they can get a quarterback in the draft here, they're gonna be in position.
I think we're gonna see Tyler Shuck before long as well.
Yeah, and
I don't think Rattler's been horrible.
He hasn't.
But you spent 2nd round capital on Tyler Shuck. I think you still need to see what you have there. You're not going anywhere unless you really, really think Spencer Rattler is a guy. But I just don't. I don't know. He's got to come on the field, right? Don't you think? Like Tyler Shuck.
I would think, especially if you have him that high.
Yeah.
I know a lot of teams had him really high. I remember that in the draft process. I don't either, but they're gonna probably give him a shot. I don't see why not.
Yeah, and just kind of see. But so we had a Thursday night game, Muscles. And we are Pittsburgh guys. We got to see Jamar Chase have 23, not 21, not 22, 23 targets against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So looking back in history, only 7 players that I could find, thanks to StatMoose, for who recorded at least 23 targets in a game. We have Brandon Marshall, who has a record. I can't
Yep.
remember what that was, like 26 or 28.
I can't remember, but yeah, he caught. Did he catch 19 of them? I believe he caught more than Chase. I know that. I can't remember how many he
Yeah, I
caught.
can't remember how many he caught either. It was up there though. Then, so we have Brandon Marshall, Chris Chambers, Roddy White, Jason Witten, Antonio Brown, Garrett Wilson, and now Jamar Chase. So Jamar Chase, really disappointing season to start off. We had the Joe Burrow injury, obviously, and just whatever happened with Jake Browning, who we thought could be somewhat, okay.
Yeah.
But we found out really fast it just wasn't, and we had an in-division trade, which is so weird as well. Joe Flacco giving this juice to Jamar Chase. So how do you feel about – I don't really want to say how do you feel about Jamar Chase. How do you feel about the Cincinnati offense going forward with Joe Flacco at the helms?
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Because Joe Flacco was one of the worst quarterbacks in the league with the Browns
Horrible.
this year.
Yeah, horrible.
And last year he was decent with the Browns.
Yeah.
So it was weird. Like I didn't expect much, and then they came in and listen, I can't think of it. Austin, I think is his last name, the defensive coordinator for the Steelers. Like that was pitiful.
Yeah, they don't make any adjustments. I mean,
No.
You said you were texting another buddy of ours saying like, did they just run the same? Or he said it, run the same play 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it was a Jamar Chase out route, or like an outpost, and it was the same play 3 times in a row, and they hit him in every single play. So I mean, I do want to temper expectations. I don't think. I just think the Pittsburgh D is just bad right now. I do want to temper expectations, but it's definitely trending up from Jake Browning. I mean, it's obviously it couldn't have trended down, but yeah, I mean this is good news. And another good thing is, I mean, every target went to basically him or Higgins. I mean, it's of us or whatever. Yeah, I mean he had some, but if you're a Jamar Chase owner, you're definitely happy.
Yeah. You definitely got to be happy. I know he's offered to me for a 4th round pick, Joe Flacco, and I was like you. I was like, he's washed. And then an in-division trade, I'm like, well, they know he's washed, like, because you never see that.
No, even Tomlin said, I can't remember if it was before the game or after the game. I did see that Tomlin interview where he was like, I don't know what the Browns were doing there. Like that was the dumbest thing, basically calling out the Browns for being a bad organization, which they are. But it was weird. Definitely weird.
Yeah, it was very, very weird. So I do think we'll see how it continues to go. And I do think the difference is just the receiving core. Like we talked about this, even at work. When you're Joe Flacco and things go bad in Cleveland, who do you throw to? You throw him to your rookie Harold Fannin. Okay,
right.
Harold Fannin's all right. Or are you going to throw to Jamar Chase, who's an absolute stud, the best receiver in football right now? He's on trajectories just to have outstanding career numbers. And then you got T. Higgins, who also could probably go to at least half the teams in the NFL and probably be the number 1. As your number 2 safety blanket in Cincinnati. And then Chase Brown, this is starting to open up things for Chase Brown, who, we were worried because yards per carry were horrible. Jake Browning couldn't get the offense moving. This helps get Chase Brown going. We're seeing Noah Fant come in and be relevant now. Mike Gesicki's on IR. The defense is going to be bad. If Joe Flacco, if he can just hold things together, and Pittsburgh screwed up here bad, man. They needed this. The Pittsburgh Steelers needed this game because this just gave the Bengals life. It gave the Ravens life. Like if the Pittsburgh Steelers could have won this game, now Lamar's going to be coming back. Like it's just, that was a bad game for the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose. So,
Yep. I went to DraftKings after that game and looked to see what the odds were that the Ravens win the division, because I'm like, I mean, that just puts the Ravens right back in position.
I think they do. I think they do.
I think it was like plus 130. So
I
I mean,
would
I
smash
definitely
that
think it's
bet.
gonna happen. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Their defense is getting healthy, and actually, I'll probably go over there after the show and put a bet on that. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, what are we up, like two and a half or 2 games now? That's definitely, and we play them twice.
Yeah, play the Ravens twice. I mean,
Yeah, we got a tough schedule. And who else?
Yeah.
Who's going to? I mean, the Bengals. Yeah, it's a great Cinderella story, but I don't think the Bengals are gonna, keep pace with the Ravens, and definitely don't think Cleveland's gonna keep pace with the Ravens.
So here's some of the upcoming schedule for the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, got the Green Bay Packers this week, so revenge game for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it is possible. The Packers might be a little bit overrated. We got to let Week 1 against Detroit kind of go away.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's still a tough game. Indianapolis, red hot, tough game.
Yeah.
The LA Chargers haven't been good, but can be good. We know they're a good. We know who they are. They're still a good football team, just struggling a little bit, especially with injuries. And we got Cincinnati again. Chicago's been red hot. Buffalo, Baltimore, Detroit, Baltimore again. Like they got some tough games.
Very tough games. Very tough games.
That's some tough games. Let's talk about a rookie here who I actually made a live bet during the game to get that boost. Travis Hunter hit the touchdown parlay or not parlay, as a single bet with Travis Hunter with the boost, and finally had that breakout game. Everything I was reading on Travis Hunter, Liam Cohen wanted him more involved in this offense, and we seen it. Had a team high, 14 targets, goes 8 for 101, and we seen glimpses. Kansas City game, made an unbelievable catch. We know Travis Hunter is still a little bit raw, needs to get that route running down, but do you think this is the breakout game for Travis Hunter? Can he keep it going, or is he going to be a little bit inconsistent here still at times?
I mean, I think he's still going to be inconsistent. He's still going to be raw. But I think this is, this is good news if you have Travis Hunter, if you're a Travis Hunter believer, like we were. I said it from day one, like you don't trade 2 first-round picks for a corner. Like,
Yep.
like it's just not happening. And so we knew the writing on the wall from the beginning. Like he's gonna play receiver. And yeah, Brian Thomas had a great year, everything like that. I was listening to Ray G this morning, and he made a good point. Like Brian Thomas has never been the guy. Like he has never been the guy.
No.
And LSU, I believe, is where he went. I'm drawing a blank, but he had Malik Neighbors, you know. And then, last year he was the guy, but then this year it seems like he's just got the drops, and I don't know. I don't know if it's a confidence thing, if it's in his head.
Yeah.
But this is definitely, if Travis Hunter is going to continue to perform, I think this is wheels up.
Yeah, I do too. I wish I would have took that DK Metcalf trade. I'm competing hardcore in a league. I think I'm a top 2 or 3 team, and I got an offer, Travis Hunter for DK Metcalf. His inconsistencies. I still wish I would have took it. I even said to you, I was like, this hurts me to decline the trade. And
yeah,
it was a very fair offer.
And it's tough too, because this is a kind of a shitty offense right now too. Like this isn't an offense that we really want to buy into. Like, I mean, Trevor Lawrence is struggling. Like,
the Jaguars made an absolute huge mistake in getting rid of Mac Jones. Absolute huge mistake.
Yeah.
They paid Trevor Lawrence all that money, and they had Mac Jones on the roster, who with Brian Thomas thrived.
Yeah.
We're seeing him thrive in San Francisco.
Yep, absolutely.
So I just don't get. I don't know. We were Trevor Lawrence believers as well, so I don't. It's rough, man. He doesn't look good. I mean, his receivers aren't helping him. went back, looked at some drops. Brian Thomas Jr. so far in 7 weeks, Muscles, 9 drops. 9 drops. This team has 25 total drops in 7 weeks. The next closest team to the 25 that they have is 16, and it's the Cleveland Browns.
Oh my.
So what can Jacksonville do to fix this? Because here's the thing, man. Jacksonville is 4-3, and they have a very winnable schedule, like looking ahead here. So, like, they got to figure some stuff out. And I will say this: I think Travis Hunter going out here and in a little bit was garbage time, right? But like, I think him going out here and showing that he can do it is going to bring in more opportunities for him. And maybe that does open up things for Brian Thomas. I don't think Brian Thomas's problem is necessarily getting open. It's catching the ball or high-pointing the ball and making plays.
Yeah, I agree.
Looking at some of the schedule here, you know, at a 4-3 team here, they have Las Vegas, very winnable. Houston, very winnable. The Chargers, we'll see. It's definitely winnable. Arizona and Tennessee,
definitely winnable.
Indy, probably a loss, but I mean, you never know. It is division. The Jets, Denver's probably a loss. Indy again, then Tennessee. So I mean,
yeah,
we're looking at this. They have a chance to go to the playoffs this year. They got to get it figured out, man. They got to get these receivers, you know, catching the damn ball or utilizing the running backs more in the pass catching game. Something's got to change here for Jacksonville.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. I mean, they can't really even get the run game going. I don't know what Jacksonville's problem is. I don't know. I haven't watched enough, like, you know, play by play to see, but
it is. So what I really took away, I watched all that game Sunday morning. I think the big takeaways that I had is Trevor Lawrence is struggling really, really bad. And whenever he does make a good throw, it's good, right? But then like he'll make another third down throw and it's a drop and it kills the drive and it kills the momentum.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm not sticking up for Trevor Lawrence because he's playing really, really shitty. But then they get down because the defense is still not good and they become so one-dimensional. They're missing field goals. They missed a field goal. Cam Little has been bad. When you become one-dimensional, that puts more on your quarterback. So your quarterback's getting blitzed hardcore because they know he's throwing because they're down. And then not only that, then you have guys dropping balls. Like it's just a bad cycle, man. Really, really bad cycle. And I understand they made the Tyson Campbell trade for Greg Newsome because I don't think neither corner's really that good. Like, I don't think Greg Newsome's a real big upgrade, if any, but it's nice to try to change things up.
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of my takeaway. It's just kind of a big whirlwind, shit. So on the Browns here, when do you think they turn to Shedeur Sanders, Muscles, or will they soon? Because I did a little bit of research on this, and Dylan Gabriel, somebody that I did like the film, but I felt like Cleveland was a really bad fit for him. Gabriel's averaging 5.1 yards per attempt. For context, the average is usually 6.5 to 7.5 per attempt. In his 3 games, he's passed for 190, 221, and 116. The 221 play in the Steelers, he threw the ball 52 times. The defense is winning them games. Tyson Campbell had to pick 6 against the Dolphins. There's another pick that put him inside the 5. The defenses looked really good, so I just think they have to really consider moving to Shedeur, even though they won. It's just the offense just really can't get the ball moving down the field.
So I'm actually looking at his schedule right now. They play New England this week, and then they have a bye. And then they come out of the bye, and they play the Jets. They play Baltimore. And they
Jets
play the
would be a
Ravens.
good start for him.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I think if I'm the Browns, I think I turn to him after the bye. and let them loose against the Jets. Baltimore, they're not going to win, but that defense, we know that defense is not good. That
Yeah.
defense is not good at all.
Yeah.
And then the Raiders, I mean that
Ooh.
team's not good.
No.
So that's 3 juicy matchups. I mean, if you have a rookie quarterback that you want to, kind of throw out there to see what you got, I think those are the 3 games you do it.
Yeah, I definitely do too. And this is why you need to get Shedeur Sanders right now. I mean, I think that just shows you too, because he goes out there and puts up good numbers, even though they're bad teams. People are going to react. They're going to
Oh
react
yeah.
hard.
Oh yeah. I mean, we saw them react to his preseason game. A
Yeah.
lot of the truthers were like, "Oh, told you so, told you so,"
Yeah. Yep.
And then of course the next week he had a bad week, and then all the doubters were like, "Oh, told you so." Like
Isn't it?
Shadour's gonna be the roller coaster. I mean, because he's a polarizing player.
On the Fantasy Football Power Hour, we try to just tell it how we see it. We try not to be biased. We try not to manipulate you to believe that somebody's good or not good, or I mean, you got to make educated guesses, right? Like,
right.
We can't go out and say buy Justin Jefferson, buy Jamar. Like, no shit. Like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm.
No, I definitely agree with you.
Maybe I'm the bad guy, Muscles. I don't know.
Old Scott Hall.
Right. But yeah, but seriously, though, I think it is time that, you got to really, really consider that. And I'll tell you what, Quinshon Judkins, 3 touchdowns against the Dolphins, but only 80 yards rushing. I was kind of disappointed in Quinshon Judkins. I played a ton of him in Fast Draft, and he bailed me out with the 3 touchdowns, but I thought he was going to go off for a lot of yardage as well.
Yeah, that was kind of disappointing as far as the yardage goes.
And that makes me wonder too, where the defense is keyed. It was Miami that keyed in because they were not worried about Dylan Gabriel.
Right.
And it becomes, again, as we said in the Jacksonville game, where they were really one-dimensional. They were pass heavy. The opposite for Cleveland. They were one-dimensional in the run game because nobody was scared of the pass.
Yep.
Something to kind of consider. And speaking of Fast Draft, like always, you see the rabbit. You're watching our faces. He's in the corner. And it is an amazing app, guys. I've been playing DFS on it every week. Took 7th. I thought I was going to take it all down, Muscles.
Yeah.
I was going to take it all down. I faded Christian McCaffrey in a ton of them, and it bit me, but that's what you got to do to win these damn things. And the gamble that I took and was up there with Bijan, but just could not get past McCaffrey. But if you want to go over and you want to compete in these Fast Draft tournaments, you win real money, man. Real money. I mean, we've both won real money. So go over, check out the Fast Draft app, use the promo code POWER. They will match you up to $50 if you are a first-time depositor. And make sure, and even hit me up, go into that Discord, and there's always a Fast Draft Friday where there's promotions like last week, if you maxed out both the DFS competitions, you get 100 promo dollars. So whatever you win, you get. And it makes it nice because you max out the one, it's like $80. So you made $20 there, and use that in the other one. So go over to Fast Draft, use a promo code POWER. Again, they will match you up to $50 if you're a first-time depositor. So enough about Shedeur Sanders. Let's talk about Justin Fields. Justin Fields is getting benched, and that sucks because we were on here last week. I was like, all I got it here is Justin Fields is not getting benched. Well, guess what? News against Carolina Panthers. He's getting benched, but I mean, I'm not trying to sting up the guy. What the fuck do you want him to do, man? I mean, Garrett Wilson's out. You're throwing in Josh Reynolds and Arian Smith and fucking out. Like, what do you want him to do? Like,
I agree. I've never seen like a player have worse luck in like
I know.
I don't even want to call it luck. He just like goes into these bad situations and then like gets blamed. Like it started in Chicago. Like he had Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
Was it Nagy that and like
It might
or
have been. But
Eberflus?
he did have
I don't
Eberflus. Yeah,
I don't
know
remember. There
Nagy.
was
Yeah.
that one coach or coordinator that they said like was just like I don't know. He just never did anything and and then he goes to the Steelers, and then they sign Rodgers, and then they go 4-1 with him. But like we knew, like me and you knew, like they just never took the training wheels off, and they were just like, look, just don't turn the ball over, just 5 yard offs, like just.
Yep.
And they go 4-1, and then Rodgers comes back, and just Fields is forgotten about. Then he goes to the Jets, and he does. He did go toe to toe with the Steelers, but we know, we just saw Joe Flacco tear us apart. But I mean, it's just, and then like you said, Garrett Wilson goes down. He's throwing to nobody.
No, and even his first year in Chicago, his number one receiver was Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, and
Darnell Mooney, who is the number 2, maybe on Atlanta, like. Darnell Mooney's a number 3 at best. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the line was terrible in Chicago. I remember, like, the line was terrible. And the Jets line, it's just.
And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to tell you guys Justin Fields is an all-star because he's not. He holds onto the ball. He does make bad decisions. But, again, there's a lot of guys that do that, and guys bail them out. Look at Joe Flacco. He just got put into a situation with 2 stud-ass receivers. If you put Justin Fields in that situation, would it be the same? Maybe. Like, maybe. And then we would be, like, completely hyping him, out of the ground. Is Justin Fields the answer? Probably not, no. But has he been put into absolute horrible situations where, like, he's just destined to fail? And we knew he was – in the back of my mind, as soon as we knew Garrett Wilson was out, I was definitely worried. But I'm like, okay, he has athleticism. They're going to run the ball. They just couldn't get anything going, man. The line's bad. The line's bad. The Jets have kind of given up, and I understand why they turned to Tyrod Taylor. Like, I'm not necessarily shitting on the decision. Like, you have to try to do something to spark your team. I get it.
Yeah. It just might go down as one of the moves. I mean, we knew as soon as they signed him that big contract, we're like, what are you doing? Like, that it was a dumb move. Like,
yeah.
Like you said, I mean, we like Justin Fields. I mean, I think he's like decent, above average, but like he's not a franchise quarterback.
Well, and I mean, he's not a franchise quarterback at least yet, because how many times have we seen Baker Mayfield? We talk about resurgences all the time. Like, maybe he goes somewhere and we don't. What if he goes to the Rams? Stafford retires in a couple years and.
That would be awesome. I mean, I was thinking like, I think McCarthy's coming back, but like, what if the Vikings traded for him to try to make a run, instead of Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell working with them. Like, I'd like to see a quarterback guru get him, like you said, McVay, O'Connell, somebody like that. Yeah, I mean the Jets, Aaron Glenn, like. And this is a good point. I was listening to Ray G about this. I guess it was Kurt Warner came out and said, like, when has a defensive coordinator really like propelled a quarterback?
Never.
It's not. He needs an offensive minded guy. Like if you're running an NFL franchise, there's probably going to be some defensive coordinator out there that's good. But it's an offensive league anymore. You're not seeing, So I mean, we're kind of.
Tanner Engstrand really let me down too. I had a little more faith in Tanner Engstrand calling plays, and it's just. And you know what? And is it because of Justin Fields? Is the playbook smaller? Because we talked about this with Anthony Richardson. Like, Anthony Richardson can only do so much. So. Your playbook just shrinks, and you get to a point where you have 15 plays, and you're like, it's all we can run, boys.
But, hey, I mean, at the same time, I mean, these guys do see Justin Fields every day in practice. They know his abilities, and they're, they should be smart at their job. So maybe, I mean, there's a reason for it.
Geno Smith resurged, Sam Darnold resurged.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Justin Fields one day could possibly resurge.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I'm not putting dirt on the grave yet. Like
nope,
he's
I'm not
he's
either.
gonna be around the league for a little bit.
You want to
And
talk
like
about dirt on a grave? Anthony Richardson, that baby's sealed. I just know I'm out. Like that's a completely different situation. Justin Fields, I think, is like
yeah.
you said. I am not there yet on him. Like I think he could do something.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
And then it doesn't help. Like, but here's another thing: could players be moved out of here because they haven't won a game? They've been absolutely horrible. And if you're Justin Fields, you want to be moved whenever the owner of the New York Jets comes out and makes the comments that he did. I had them brought up and I forgot them. Just look them up. It's not hard to find.
Yeah.
Woody Johnson's comments basically saying, like, Aaron Glenn's done a phenomenal job for having a quarterback that's been like him, and just really,
And
really ignorant.
it's crazy because like I was thinking about that, after you said that when we started the show. Like, I don't want to say like who is he, but like I don't know how long Woody Johnson's owned the Jets, but like, does he even know what a good quarterback is?
Probably
you,
not.
you know what I mean? Like,
He probably
it's-
goes to the country club and drinks with his buddy. Like, you know what I mean? He don't
Like,
probably know shit.
No, it's he's run a trash organization forever. He's hired the people that gave Justin Fields the contract. Like
Yeah.
he's as much as fault at fault that as anybody. Like I don't.
And I don't care how much money you have. If you just threw $40 million in 7 weeks to say that's a bad investment.
Exactly. So
I don't
like,
have a lot of faith in
think
your skills.
I think the comments kind of make him look dumb. Like honestly,
You're right.
like
You're right.
like it's not like he's the New England Patriots Robert Kraft coming out and saying about quarterbacks. Robert Kraft had Tom Brady. Like
Right.
he's had a history of good quarterbacks. The Jets have been a dumpster fire organization for how freaking long. Like
Preach it,
that's,
muscles.
yeah, it's like the owner of the Pirates coming out and being like, oh yeah, something about a good slugger. Well, the Pirates haven't had a good slugger in how long? Like it's stupid. Like I don't like, honestly, Woody Johnson just made himself look dumb. And we said about the New York media, I guess it's the New York owners that are going to come out and attack you if you suck. So
You're right. Just taking shit from everywhere. But maybe he's moved. I've been talking to Richie, like DMing him, and I told him I think Breece Hall's a prime candidate to be moved because like Justin Fields seems like a very likable character. Like I even like him. Like he seems like a pretty cool dude. Like maybe I have, and I mean, and I said this, I felt like Chicago drafting Caleb Williams, and I think it was an unpopular opinion, was the smart thing to do. A lot of people are like, oh, they should keep Fields, and I no way I wouldn't do that. But I watched him clean on a Netflix show. I can't remember the name of it. Quarterback One, maybe, but like he was on it. There was multiple people. So like I seen him as a kid, like playing high school ball before he even went to Ohio State. So like, I don't know. It just seems like a really likable kid, has a really nice supportive family, and just wish him the best of luck. Like I hope he goes to a situation where he's appreciated, and maybe he is a backup and a role comes out. But I'll tell you what, that's like Baker Mayfield, man, and that's something that can't be taught. I'll never forget the game with the Rams whenever he came out, and it was like make or break. Me and you watched it together. And
I remember I left because we were like, it's over. Like Baker's not going to lead them back. And then I got home. What do we live like 25 minutes away from each other? Like in that 25 minutes, I got home and I turned the game on, and the Rams came back.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, like Baker's.
And then we kind of thought he was dumb to go to Tampa Bay. We're like, oh man, he should have stayed. Should have stayed with the Rams. And everything kind of worked out. So
I honestly, I never really thought about it until Kurt Warner said that. But I mean, if a struggling quarterback or somebody like a Justin Fields, I think I'm going to start watching that. Like if they go to a situation where it's like a good offensive coordinator, a good offensive, minded head coach, like I think then my antenna is going to go up.
We have to take an account more of just coaching, situations,
Yeah.
weapons, because we should have known that this could have fell apart. Because what do they have beside Garrett Wilson? And as soon as Garrett Wilson's out, it all fell apart. So
Yep.
do I need some water? We talked about this. We talked about this at the beginning of the show, where it's been very wet here in Western Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And Jeff was a part of that. So thank you, Jeff. I think I still have a weird smell to me.
That mold water is disgusting.
Oh, the mold water is absolutely horrible. Oof. I even think I have a little bit of a breakout on my neck. So my eye looks better. So maybe probably bird shit and God only knows what else.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
whatever can cool down the molds, we'll put it in there. But let's talk about Rashee Rice real quick. So Rashee Rice comes back, and you could tell right away Andy Reid wanted to get his ass in the end zone. I mean, the shuffle play. Rice looked good, man. He had 2 touchdowns. Definitely, it could have been 3. They did another little like handoff shuffle thing to him, and it was called back. But he was in a tremendous spot against the Raiders. Had a team high, 10 targets. If you drafted him knowing that the suspension was coming and you survived, congratulations. You got great value.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I again, no, it's a good matchup, but to see him making good cuts and look like old Rashee Rice just put a big smile on my face.
It absolutely sucks being in as many leagues as we're in, because like I've said this for weeks. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go out and try to buy Rashee Rice in places where you can, and it's just like you get through like 4 or 5 leagues of sending out offers, and then you just give up. You're like, yeah, I'll get to it later, and then like you just never do, and then obviously that buying window, like that door is shut. Like
it's shut.
Like in my opinion, I think he's definitely a top 12 receiver. He'll be a wide receiver 1 going forward, and you could have got him. I don't want to say pennies on the dollar, but you could have got him cheaper, so.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
you
it's just
probably could have got him for Tet McMillan.
Yep. I would say that would probably get it done.
Right now on KTC, they have him at wide receiver 15. Actually, Tet is ahead of him, but I don't agree with that.
No, I don't either. I'd rather have Rashee.
Let's do a little bit of would you rather real quick here, Muscles. So
okay.
Garrett Wilson or Rashee Rice?
Ooh,
that one's tough right off the bat.
Yeah, I think I'd go Rice. I mean, obviously you're tied with Mahomes versus you're tied with God knows what.
I think talent wise,
I think yes, talent wise, it's Garrett Wilson all day. Definitely 100%. If Garrett Wilson had even 25% better situation, I think I'd go Garrett Wilson.
Right,
but.
I think talent wise, Garrett Wilson's top 5.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he's unbelievable. Yeah, I agree with that, Muscles. I would take Rice. I actually think I would have took Wilson. You kind of changed my direction.
Yeah.
Rashee Rice or Nico Collins?
I might lean Nico there.
I think I'm going Rice there. I think I'm going Rice. I like Nico. He just seems like he is always banged up, dealing with a concussion.
Yeah.
Bad thing about Nico, and I don't want to say it's a bad thing, he's just a pure outside receiver. Like, they don't line him up in the slot at all. Like, he's an outside X, and, gonna face your guy, and that's it. I don't really think it's Nico's fault. Just they need to throw the ball up to him more. He's good after the catch as well, if you did move him around a bit, but I think that's why for me.
Yeah. I don't
think it's far off.
No.
Brian Thomas or Rashee Rice?
I think at this point, I hate to go, recency bias, but I think you got to go Rashee Rice.
Yeah, I'm taking Rashee Rice there all day long. And remember, this is very unpopular. We were saying trade your late first for Rashee Rice. Remember this?
Yep.
A lot of people didn't agree with that, and it's on film. I mean, we have the track, so it was said. Tet McMillan, we already discussed that. Here's where it gets pretty tough for me: Rome Odunze or Rashee Rice.
Give me Rome.
Yeah, I think, and then Drake London, I think that's a cutoff for me.
Yep.
So I think we would have him right around 11.
That's what I think. Yeah, 11, 12. I think that's fair. I definitely think he's going to be a top 12 guy. And
Yeah.
like I said,
And I do think he could rise more. Like I
he could.
definitely do.
Yeah, the talent is there. It's just the off the field stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously
And,
he
and
did
the
have.
injury.
Yeah, he did have the injury, and I mean, we don't want to knock him too much for an injury because injuries happen, but you
Right.
know,
Right. Whenever you have a couple things like that, yeah, you definitely got to be
yeah,
a little bit concerned. Shard Smith, we'll just cover him real quick. It's happening. We identified this weeks ago. Moss, he was a buy for us, and it was a blowout game. Kareem Hunt was banged up. Still only a 35% snap share, but I really love how they are just using him in the pass game. Like
yeah,
I think he even got 14 carries as well. So we'll kind of see how this continues to go because I do think Kansas City is a prime spot, like we have mentioned before, for a running back.
yeah,
And I like Smith. I don't want to overreact and be like, well, they're gonna definitely get somebody because we definitely thought they were gonna draft somebody higher than Rashard Smith, and they didn't. So
yeah. I definitely think like he could be that spark plug if they use him in the pass game a little bit. He definitely can catch passes, and he's got a little bit of burst of speed. And between the tackles, he wasn't very good. I think he had 13 some carries or
yeah,
somewhere around there, and only had like 30 some yards. So
yeah, it's like 2 yards per like 2.6.
it wasn't very good. So if they could use him in the pass catching game, I wouldn't be, and that's all you want out of a running back.
Yep, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's kind of my thing, and I can't stress enough. It's a pass catching. Like I don't want them to bang them between the tackles. I want, like you compared him with Jerick McKinnon. Like that was that'd be great. So
yep,
he can do that. It really helps for flex appeal and running back 2/3. I think that's just what he is. Not everybody's a running back 1.
No,
I remember there's only 12. But on the other side, just real quick, do you think? You kind of actually mentioned this before in the show. Jakobi Meyers, it really, really seems like he's going to be moved. And I've even seen, questions, could Max Crosby be moved? Like, so we already kind of know, we really think Jakobi Meyers, and we are going to do a show on this, guys, that we think can be moved. Do you think Max Crosby's moved?
I mean, if they could get, like, I remember when Myles Garrett was going to get moved, and there was like the multiple, I guess then we saw Micah Parsons get moved, and we saw multiple firsts. Like I think if you're the Raiders and you can get like a first plus or multiple firsts, I think you got to explore it. Because I mean, Dallas definitely got a package. Like I mean, obviously Micah Parsons and the Packers. I mean, the Packers definitely made out. Like I think that benefited both teams is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
the Packers were in a position to go for it. They got their stud, and then I think Dallas got a great package because they were at a standstill with Micah, and I think it's going to be the same thing. I mean, Max Crosby is a difference maker. Yeah. But he is getting. I just don't think the Raiders are in any position in the next couple years to compete. They're in a tough division, so I think if I were the Raiders, sell for some depth. I mean, get multiple, picks, a second, third, fourth. Just something like that.
Yeah.
Just try to build. Just try to build.
Yep. Yeah, I 100%. I 100% agree with that. I think they definitely should. I mean, and then unfortunately. They thought they would be more competitive than what they are, and they draft Ashton Jeanty. They took a luxury pick in the top, and I love Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty could be Christian McCaffrey, and it's still a bad pick.
Yep.
It just is. We're not going to touch more on the Raiders. It's a bad situation, and I do think we will be touching on them here. To trade deadline show, but Jalen Hurts shutting the haters up, baby. Shuts them up, threw for 326 and 3 touchdowns. This is why you don't bench your studs. I can't. I want to take an airplane. I want to put a sign on it that says "Don't bench your studs" and go over the beach, go over the
Yeah.
waves. Like
Yep.
you do not bench AJ Brown, and this is what happens because now you're going to start him and he's going to get you 4.
Right. Yep.
It's just you got to kind of stick with them. When you draft somebody like what was AJ Brown, a 3rd round startup?
Yeah, 3rd, 4th, yeah, somewhere in there.
If you're drafting, that means you have faith in these guys and you stick with them or you trade them. Like you don't bench them. So
Yep.
I would understand if he was hurt or anything. I just don't seen a lot of that.
So it
He
wasn't
burned you.
last year. Do you remember the year before Jamar Chase? Like I think he was a top 5 receiver, obviously, but like there was just games that like it was just like 30 points, 4 points, 30 points,
Yeah.
4 points. But I mean, you have to start him. Like I
Yeah,
don't.
you benched Jamar Chase. You're playing with fire.
Yeah, like you have to just play your guy. Like even in the playoffs and stuff. Like I'm sure we'll have an episode on when we get to the playoffs. But like if you're in a Super Bowl with somebody and it's like you're sitting there like, oh, I don't know, Trey Tucker's got a good matchup, but I got AJ Brown. Like if you start AJ Brown and you lose, you're like, oh, okay. But if you start Trey Tucker and Trey Tucker gets 10 and AJ Brown gets 20, and now to put you over, like you're never gonna forget that.
And I've did this before, guys. This is why I'm saying this because I was that guy at one point. We've been playing fantasy way too long. Because here's the thing: can you lay your head down at night if you start Trey Tucker and
exactly
Jamar Chase went off? I couldn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I think you'll remember that for years.
Yeah.
Like I honestly do. Like I think that'll keep you up at night. Like just being like, man, I could have won that ship back in 2025, but instead I got cute and tried starting Trey Tucker, which
right.
And it's just quit being cute, guys. Just play your studs.
Yep, play your studs because you needed that game last week because guess what? It's Bipocalypse this week, and you probably have Lions, and you probably have I can't remember. There's a ton of people on the pod, though. Jaguars.
Yep.
So then Smitty had 183 and a touchdown as well. So they really needed this game just as a team. I know I even mentioned that to you. I was like, there was no way the Philadelphia Eagles are losing 3 straight games. So coming off 2 straight losses. And I don't get the Hurts hate, man. He's quarterback 3 right now. Last 3 games, he's thrown for at least 280 yards. He's 6 touchdowns and 1 interceptions. I don't get it. Like, there's still a lot of people that, like, you look at rankings, Jalen Hurts. I don't get it, man. Like, have fun with Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, and
so I was listening. I think I told you this. I was listening to Ray G today, and he was talking about the same exact thing. He said, I don't get why people hate on Jalen Hurts so much. He said that he said the name of the reporter. He said, there is a Philadelphia reporter out there that's calling for Tanner McKee. Like,
oh my
God. Like, he was like, this guy, like, he's like, I don't know what Jalen Hurts did to everybody, but like, and like you said, I agree. You agree. Like, we didn't even talk about this, but I listened to it and I was like, oh my God. Like, I think Jalen Hurts is like, he led your team to a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. Like, yeah, it wasn't on his shoulders. Yes, it was the defense, but like for a Philadelphia reporter to call for Tanner McKee, like this was last week, obviously before the 300-yard performance, but
that guy should be fired.
I don't.
Guy should be fired.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, listen, I don't think he could go. I don't think he could go toe to toe with like Josh Allen or anything, but like he's a very, very good quarterback.
He is. I kind of disagree. I think he could. I think he could. I know Philadelphia's defense kind of really put them over the top, but they shut down Saquon Barkley in that Super Bowl game.
Yeah, they did.
And he had to make hard throws. I mean, even the year they lost, he threw for 300 and some yards, in that Super Bowl. So, I mean, this is like a guy that's taken you, he's what, 26, maybe 27, drafted in 2020.
Yeah.
He's taken you to 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1. He went toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes. So
yeah. The only thing I will say is, I mean, if you look around, he's in the perfect situation. Like any quarterback would.
He is.
Like,
He
you
is.
know, you got A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley,
Yep.
great defense.
Yep.
Like I do think that does propel him.
It does.
That's why I kind of said that, but like, it's not his fault. It
No.
isn't. Like you can't say, oh well, you know, he's gonna come down in my rankings because he's in a good situation. Like you can't dog a guy for that, you know.
Right.
But
yeah, you're 100% right. He is in the perfect situation. Like good coaching staff, good supportive people besides the freaking media. You know,
right.
He is in a perfect situation. Good defense as well, which I've been a little bit formidable this year, but I don't get it. But
I don't either.
I think Philadelphia is gonna kind of come back here and kind of get back to old ways.
They definitely needed that game.
Oh yeah, they really needed that game, and they're gonna have to kind of prove themselves because they're back playing the Giants, I believe, this week.
Yep.
Actually, we'll just touch on that game real quick. So your Broncos, Muscles, they came back. What a game! I did have action on this game.
Yeah,
so
you did.
Had them in my parlay, man, and you know, they go down. And first off, just what an absolute game! Giants are the first team ever in over, or not first team ever, first team in over 1,600 games to lose an 18-point lead with 6 minutes or less remaining. So
all over an extra point. Like if they would have made that extra point, like
Denver finally figured out in the fourth quarter they were supposed to play, and I like how Bo Nix came out and said like, "Hey, sorry for the guys that left."
yeah, it's
had some action on that game and had the cash out. The cash out was like, you know, a little bit less than what I went. I was like, I'm gonna take my extra money here, and all of a sudden that cash out went way down, and then it was suspended, and it's like, oh no. It's ahead of, like, I couldn't watch it on TV, but anything that I could see anything on, and next thing you know, they're at the 1 yard line, and Jackson Dart punches it in, and it's like, well, I lost the bet, and I could just continue to make my bets for the later games, and all of a sudden it came back on. They kicked the field goal and won. So let's talk about a little bit of the drama here, Muscles. So you sent that to me earlier. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, what happened there?
So I'm going to paraphrase it. I don't know the exact quote, but basically he was saying that Sean Payton was saying that he was talking to it wasn't Dable, was it Jim Moore? Yeah, I don't know if it was the offensive coordinator. But anyway, he was talking to him and said, you know, he talked to him a couple weeks ago and said, oh, I hope when we play you guys, I hope basically we get Russell Wilson, and I hope you don't turn to Jackson Dart until after we play you because, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I guess that got out or Sean Payton said this to the media. So then, of course, Russell Wilson heard it and basically, like, called him classless, and he brought up Bounty Gate, and I did see a couple Seahawks and a couple other people like chime in. They're like, yeah, fuck Sean Payton, like forever, you know, and like
he's an asshole.
He is. He's a dickhead. You know, but you know, you don't pay him to be nice, you know. I mean,
no.
You know, I mean, we love Bill Cowher growing up, and we hate Mike. You know, we hate Mike Tomlin, and you know, Bill Cowher was kind of a dick.
Yeah, he was.
You know, but you know, at the same time, it's like I think all teams, maybe other than the Seahawks, have thrived without Russell Wilson. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you sent me that. I was like, yeah, we definitely got to talk about that. It's crazy. Like there's definitely, we knew there was
bad blood.
Yeah, we knew there was bad blood, and I guess it's still going on. So I don't understand why it ain't dropped. They don't work with each other anymore. But yeah, it's wild. And there was more drama too. Did you see Dre Greenlaw chasing the ref or whatever? And
I did see that.
They said he used language, so I'd love to know that. And you know the funniest fucking part is, like, the game's over, right?
Right.
Greenlaw's running his mouth. The ref throws a flag.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, like all that's happened. The ref's running away, and he just turns around, takes the flag. He's like,
Like, yeah, I saw
Like,
he
what the-
appealed. He appealed his suspension, and it was upheld. So whatever he said or whatever he did,
it must not have been good.
it must not have been.
And he
I
threw
don't
the
know.
flag. Oh my god, I was crying. I was like, what is he doing?
What are they gonna do? Take the win away?
Right, like everything, like, and Drake
Everything was
Greenlaw
over.
knew, like, it was over, like everything clocked out. We
Yep.
definitely won. Then he started running his
Yep.
mouth.
Yeah, I don't know what he was running his mouth about. It's
Oh, my
funny
God.
though.
So
Yeah, so he is suspended for anybody playing IDP, I guess.
So Bo Nix, he finishes quarterback 1 on the week. This is something Dynasty Dog Mike said, and I know we couldn't agree with him more. Is he was afraid Bo Nix isn't going to run around as much. We all said, yeah, there's going to be some regression, and we figured out that's why. But we seen him get to running some this week and finishes as quarterback 1. What do you think about Bo? Because there was a lot of tweets out there mid-game. Bo Nix sucks. Bo Nix is horrible, and fantasy receipts caught them lacking at a better time.
Yeah, he's definitely had a slow start to the year. I mean, my worry meter was, getting up there a little bit. I mean, it was like, maybe.
Yeah.
But and then I'm not gonna lie, I thought that game was over at halftime. It's like, man, I don't know. Maybe Bo Nix is. I don't know what to say about him. And then, yeah, now we're coming out and quarterback 1 on the week. So I still needs a couple more games out of me, I think, to really but he definitely went back to his kind of roots, and that's what made him great, was moving around, finding open guys. And at the same time, I know I talked to you. I don't know if we said it on the show, but I remember I talked to you on break, and I'm like, they need to get the guy some weapons. I mean, Cortland Sutton's great, but like Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims. I like Marvin Mims, but like he's a good number 3 guy. I think we did say this on the show. Like Evan Ingram's been disappointing there too. I know he's been banged up. Of course, Evan Ingram banged up. Big shocker. But yeah, they need to get some weapons around this kid, I think.
Yeah, they definitely do. I think they have a lot of. I think Cortland Sutton's he's a good number 1. They could do better.
Yeah.
And like you said, a lot of the other guys are 3s.
Yep.
Of course.
Exactly.
They have a good matchup. They're playing Dallas this week. So.
Oh man.
I believe they're playing Dallas. So
could be. I honestly haven't looked.
Yeah, I'll take a look real quick, but another good matchup. So maybe Bo can kind of ride off this. I think it's just going to be a little bit rocky, ups and downs with Bo Nix. Yeah, they're playing Dallas this week. So right now, after that performance, he's quarterback 6.
Yeah. And this is right. Where did he finish his rookie year? Was it right around quarterback 6?
7. Yep.
7. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, like I said, he does need to go back to his roots. I mean, and just kind of, run around a little bit. Get some. He kind of plays that backyard.
I was just gonna say, I think in order for that to happen, we need competitive games.
Yeah.
And this could be another one because Dallas's offense is really, they're still really good. I mean, it's gonna be tough, Pat Surtain, but I mean, still, you could definitely be beat with George Pickens now or move around. Like they can move CD, and it doesn't mean CD is gonna be shut out. Like I just think that this could be a pretty nice, game for both teams, honestly.
Oh yeah, this could be a shootout. I do. Denver's defense is really good, but obviously Dallas's offense is definitely high powered, and their defense is terrible.
Yeah.
So Denver could get. I mean, I don't know what the over under is as far as points scored, but this could be a high scoring game.
I guess it'd come right around 48-50. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
I'm even yawning over these Denver receivers. So
Oh my, they're terrible. They're terrible.
I'm just gonna touch on a couple buys. So obviously Shador Sanders, we talked earlier, guys. If you missed that part, you can go back and listen a little bit more. But like Muscle said, really think there's a good chance after the bye week, Shador Sanders comes on and is a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Devin Neal, talked about him earlier as well. My guy out of Kansas. Really, really think Alvin Kamara is taking a step back, and we've seen them really utilizing Kendre Miller. And could Devin Neal? If you absolutely need to use Devin Neal this week, I'm worried. I kind of want to see it, but it ended up, maybe you get a little bit of something out of him.
Yeah.
But I do think moving forward with Devin Neal, they will work him in. You got to remember, he is a rookie too. Sells, I put on here, Xavier Legette had 11 targets, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Andy Dalton is coming in. So, I think it's better than Bryce Young.
Yeah.
It's better. Jalen Coker is back as well. I just really can't trust this offense, man. They have Ted McMillan. We like Coker. Xavier Legette's kind of the odd man out for me. So it was a good matchup for him. He's kind of a red zone threat too. Touchdowns can kind of, boost your stats. I'm moving off Xavier Legette. If you need to get fancy, get somebody that's hurt, get somebody that's down. If I'm a contender, I'd love to move him for Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do that. That's just a trade I'll throw out there.
Yeah.
We want to get real wild here. Jackson Dart. The only reason I'm saying that is I do believe in Jackson Dart. I think he's a good quarterback. But you even said earlier, Muss, I don't know if it was Denver. We didn't know that he was that good. We're seeing Joe Burrow get traded for him straight up in Superflex.
Yeah. I did see the one. Bonito, the defensive end for the Broncos as a pass rusher. He came out and said that too. He said honestly, our defense was taken back. He came out and said that Jackson Dart was way better than we expected. That's why we got down early. But I mean he's good, but you're exactly right. These prices that he's going for is just crazy.
I seen him go for 2 firsts and Travion Henderson.
Oh my.
That's wild to me. And I'm not shitting on the kid.
No.
He's looked tremendous. I think he's quarterback 2 on the week. We've seen this with these guys. People aren't prepared, then they get prepared, and he does offer the rushing upside. Just see what's out there. I mean, don't take peanuts for him, but if I can get Joe Burrow, I'm doing that.
Yep.
Definitely
doing absolutely.
That. Then I want to give up a best bet here for tomorrow's game with the Chargers and Vikings. So I kind of put something together here real quick, Muscles. I have Ladd McConkey at 4+ receptions. This is hit every week but one. He's seen 24 targets in the past 2 weeks. So Chargers have been really turning to Ladd McConkey here. I'm putting that with Justin Jefferson at 5+ receptions. He sits this every week that Wentz has been in at quarterback. So I think that's pretty safe there as well. You can definitely beat the Chargers outside, and he is Justin Jefferson. So that's a focal point of the offense. And I'm going to put both of them together and parlay this. Justin Herbert, 220 pass yards. So they're going to need to throw the ball here. Haskins is doubtful. Looking like Hines might get called up. He might have already off the practice squad. And the Chargers lead the league in pass attempts per game, averaging 39. And at home, it's even been higher. They are at home tomorrow. He's averaging 45 passes a game. You parlay this together, this is a plus 122 bet right now on DraftKings. So go over there. I'm locking that one in and feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. I don't mind that at all. Double your money.
Yeah, double your money there, and maybe we'll try to put another bet and double again, and not get too wild here. But That's going to do it for this show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you haven't, please go over, subscribe to YouTube, follow 5-star on any major podcasting platform. Go over to FastGraph, use the promo code POWER. Check them out. I'll have our descriptions and the details. You can follow us on X, and appreciate everybody tuning in. And anything else, Muss?
Yeah, that should do it.
All right, we'll see you guys next week on the Fantasy Football Power Hour.
See ya.
Yo, welcome to the Power Hour.